Good Morning Winter Park is brought to you by Cooper Creek Square in the heart of downtown Winter Park.
We're back here on TV 18. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. I need some more coffee. Mine comes from Rocky Mountain Roastery, which you should go check out in Fraser. They have great whole bean coffee and tea and specialty drinks and snacks and all that kind of stuff. So check out the Rocky Mountain Roastery in Fraser. Scott Ledin is joining us talking about recreation and all that jazz. Tell me some programming, some things that are happening that people can get involved in the rec district.
Well, I would certainly, I'm always impressed by the amount of programming that we do have available for the community. We're pretty plugged in with Colorado Parks and Rec agencies and have colleagues in the industry that we can bounce ideas off of. And the rec center, it's been 7 years now since we opened the rec center.
That's crazy.
And that's really allowed us to take our programming kind of to the next level. So you name it. I mean, come summertime, there's archery classes and mountain biking and tennis and golf lessons and pottery classes. We offer a summer day camp for kids, school-age kids, like K through 6th to 7th grade.
Awesome.
Typically, last year I think we had probably an average of 40 kids a day that participated in that program. We have a peak swim team that participates out of the rec center. We have a gymnastics club that participates.
Fairly big gymnastics club, right?
It is. Gymnastics is probably one of our largest youth programs, if not our largest. Very robust program that continues to grow. And
the rec district is more than just the rec center, right? So I think that maybe people don't know that is because we've been talking a little bit about Pole Creek and then the ice rink, and it's all three of those things.
Correct.
Anything else?
We have some satellite facilities that we partner with the town of Fraser to use their historic church. We do dance program over there.
Awesome.
We have a pottery studio over there with a couple of kilns. We have a classroom that our older day camp program uses as kind of their home base.
Cool.
We use outdoor spaces like at the sports complex for programming. We have a really good soccer club here in the community.
Cool.
Grand County Soccer, and they do a great job of filling those soccer fields in the summertime. Fraser Valley Baseball is our Little League program that operates in the summertime also up here. There's a new lacrosse club that's been formed.
Who knew, right? Are all thanks to your programming team, or
some private associations that we work out lease agreements for use of the fields. Others are internal and are handled through our program manager and our youth program supervisor.
Cool. So if you have new ideas and you want to share them, can you? Not that I have any, but if someone had a thought, if they wanted to start something, or
please contact us. In fact, I would say that's often how we come up with new program ideas. Is people coming to us with an idea of something that they'd like to offer or have skills in, and then we try to work with them to determine how we can make that happen.
So totally side note, do you ever get asked about Parks and Rec, the TV show? Do you?
Yes.
Do you correlate? Did you watch the show? Do you feel like you fit into that show?
I think that show was great. It speaks very much on a lighter side to some of the challenges of small town and municipal politics sometimes. I think most people would agree that Leslie Knope is certainly a passionate Parks and Rec professional.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad that you can enjoy that. That's awesome. So tell me, we're talking about a lot of things that happen and a lot of buildings that happen and stuff. Where does funding come from for these things, and how do people? Taxpayer money or foundation money, fundraising. Tell me a little bit high level of what that looks like.
So, as a special district, our our funding sources are somewhat limited.
Okay.
We're not a municipal government, so we are our own quasi-municipal government agency.
Okay.
And we rely on property taxes, we rely on user fees, and we rely on alternative funding.
Okay.
In 2007, in November of 2007, the community passed what we called our Community Enhancement Projects
Okay.
bond. And that went to fund the recreation center,
Got it.
the icebox ice rink, the new clubhouse at Pole Creek Golf Club, and a new irrigation system on the original 18 holes.
Okay.
That bond generated about $13.5 million. I'm sorry, the bond generated about $16.5 million. Strike that. Strike that.
Okay, here goes the third pitch.
Yes.
It's the slider down in the
Third
dirt.
time's a charm.
It was a $20 million
Jeepers.
bond that the community approved
Okay.
to build those facilities and to create some wonderful community assets.
Got it.
Beyond that, looking ahead to the future projects, those funding sources could come from reserve funds that the district has been working on setting aside for future projects. It could come from leveraging those reserve funds with private foundation dollars. Sometimes it's a grassroots fundraising effort,
Yeah.
like we had for our playground project that
Okay.
was completed last year.
Right.
The historic playground at the sports complex is about a $500,000 playground, and the rec district had about, I think, $130,000 of conservation trust dollars that we had set aside to use
Yep.
for that project.
Yep.
The rest of that funding came from alternative funding sources.
That's awesome. So your big project right now is the ice box and the refrigeration. So same kind of concept. You'll look at different alternative fundings, and do
Yep.
other associations play into that
So
project?
besides our foundation, the Fraser Valley Rec Foundation, the Fraser Valley Hockey Association has been very active in helping us to
Cool.
raise funds for that
Cool.
project. They have, the last 2 summers, hosted a golf tournament
Yeah.
to raise funds specifically for that project and for their home facility. And yeah, you know, it's small fundraisers, you know, Rotary bingo nights,
Right,
and
right.
you name it.
Yeah.
We're turning over rocks and
Cool.
and looking for different places that we can
Cool.
find funding.
Yeah.
Much like we are trying to do for the paving at the golf course also.
Right.
That one doesn't lend itself quite as well to potential grants, but we continue to work on it.
Right. That's so great. So many good things. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and talk more with Scott about some upcoming things at the rec center, but we're going to go check out yoga. We can't speak this morning. Yoga with Casey. So go learn how to stretch and warm up. Morning warm up with Yoga Casey is coming up on TV 18.